What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to talk about support and resistance, how to spot it, and what exactly is support and resistance. Support and resistance is so important because if you do not know how to spot support and resistance, you will lose a lot of money. So I'm going to help you guys. First, I'm going to explain to you what support and resistance is. Um, let's start off on the day chart. I always do my analyzing. I always start off on the day chart just to see what some possible setups are and where the market is. So I want to mark up my levels on the day chart, which we have one here and we have one here. Looks like, and we also have a level here. So yeah, so these are my little zones that I draw up. So these are my levels that I see. The reason why these are levels to me is because if you take a look at the bottom zone, if you can see, this plays as a resistance. So resistance is when price goes up, 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 and it comes to a point and it drops back down. Okay, it goes all the way back down, goes all the way up, comes to that same point, goes back down again, eventually until it breaks through the level like it does right here. If you see, we have a huge candle breaks through this level finally. So price finally broke through this level. So as price goes to this level, goes up, comes back down, and it stops right here. This is where resistance over here becomes support over here. This is extremely important because at the resistance level, we obviously want to sell, right? Because it's resistance. So sell here, sell over here, and sell here. But when it becomes support, and you know it's support because support is where price goes all the way down, but it stops at a certain point and it goes back up. Comes down, stops at that same place, and then it goes back up. So this is support. So what I'm looking for is I'm looking for price to either break out. Let's see, where's that little new tool they have? It's on my phone, but it's not here. That's fine. Okay, so what I'm waiting for is price to break out of this level, come back up for a retest. Now, when it comes back up for a retest, I'm looking for the same level that was once support and also resistance over here. I'm waiting for it to become resistance again once it breaks out of this level, right? So once it becomes resistance and we have an indication that the market wants to go down, then that's exactly where we sell. So yeah, that's pretty much how I do my support and resistance. Now I don't trade off of the 4-hour or the day chart. What I do is, like, once price breaks through this level, then I'll move down to the 4-hour. So let's just kind of like take it back just to see where we could have gotten some action. Okay, so all right, so let's pick a point in time where the market exits a zone, which is right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the replay button, and then let's go ahead and do this. Now, what we're doing over here, we're waiting for price to come out of this level, drop, retest as resistance, and then drop, or market could always go up, and then we're looking for it to come out of this level, retest for support, and then go back up, right? So, and if it goes up, then we're gonna have to reanalyze what's going on over here so that we make sure we don't miss any levels on the lower time frame. So basically we're not really going to start looking at this. Okay, so this is a day where it kind of breaks out. So this is something to take a look at on the lower time frame. So let's go to the 4-hour chart because we see that it's been resistance or support in the past time and time again. So we're waiting for it to break through. So let's see what it do. Okay, let's play. Okay, so finally price finally came out of this level. It came out of this level right here, but it stopped right here. And look what it did over here. It stopped at the same point. So we would definitely mark this up as a level on the 4-hour time frame. So this would have been a level right here. And once it would have came down to this level, we could have actually just moved this down to the wick. Now we're looking for it to retest into this zone and come back out. So once it's up here doing this little thing, or once after this red candle drops, then I'm interested in going to the 1 hour to see where I could possibly enter for a sell. Okay, so right here, obviously the market does not give us an opportunity to get into this trade. So we have this big red candle drops. So what does it do after it drops? It comes back up to this level. And if you take a look, I mean, it's pretty much hanging onto this level. Whenever you kind of can take a line through a lot of wicks at the top and it's in a downward trend and the market conditions are there for it, it's usually going to drop. So that's exactly what it did. It dropped, and we could have gotten into this trade over here in this area. I like to go down to the 30-minute to enter. So let's see. Yeah, so right after, and this is like a tiny level. I'm not even really going to mark it up for too long. This is the 30 minutes. So we have a tiny little level. I'm waiting for this red candle. Once this red candle is done, then I'm selling. So I go and I sell to this previous level that it went to, right? Because if we go to the 1 hour chart, we can see if we look to the left, it came down to this level. So that's 24 pips right there, right? So when it comes down to this level, then what we're going to do is we're going to see what price wants to do. Is it going to continue to go down or is it going to go up? Another good indication for this trade would have been just to kind of pull out a Fibonacci. So it actually only came to the, we're going to take this high. All right, so perfect. This high to this low, it stops at the 50%. The 50% is a level that we've already marked up. So this would have been a strong indication. I probably would have gotten into this trade a little bit earlier than this red candle because of the fact it's on the 50% on the Fibonacci, is right on the level that we marked up. It is a downtrend, and also we have this red candle, which means price probably still wants to continue downwards. It's just coming up for some air right here. So I would have gotten into that trade a lot sooner had I kind of put all those things together. So it drops down. So I'm in this trade. I win this trade. And so now I'm just basically going to hang out and see what price wants to do next. It can go up and reverse, or it can continue to go down. But if we look at what happens to the left, it does go back up. So we'll have to see. So at this point, I'm not doing anything right here. I'm not going to do any buys unless price goes above this level. It has to go past this level, come back for a retest for me to get into another buy. So I'm still looking for sells, okay? And at this point, if you want to, look what we have. We have the Fibonacci. Do I keep making this smaller? Apparently I do. If we go ahead and put that Fibonacci, we see that we're at the 50% again. So what are we going to anticipate again? Another fall. So I probably, well, obviously there's a gap in the market, so probably wouldn't have gotten in there, but yeah, that's a good indication that is going to go down because we're back at the 50%. So it's kind of like a double top right here, kind of, sort of. But let's go ahead and see what price wants to do. Right, so it looks like price wants to continue to go downwards. Take out that fib, we're at the 61%. We know on the Fibonacci 61 and 50% are the most important levels. Well, the way that I trade they are. So this is the 61%. So let's see what price does. This red candle off of the 61% has me interested, but let's go back to the 4-hour and see what it looks like, the overall picture. So on the 4-hour chart, we have a lot of green. So I probably would have stayed out of the market just because of the green. But let's see what market decides to do. Oh, that's exactly what I'm talking about. It's so important to look on the higher time frame because the higher time frame always holds more weight because it's the overall, it's more important than the 1 hour because it's 4 hours as opposed to 1 hour. So if I would have gotten in right here because it's off of the 50% line, there's still no indication even after this red candle. It's still in this area, first of all. And then the second candle is a pin bar. So that's an indication price might go up. We have all this rejection right here. And then if we go to the 4-hour chart, we see a lot of green, right? So what did price do? It went all the way up. And yeah, that was pretty much the gist of it there. Went all the way up. So at this point, we're going to go up to the 4-hour and see what price. So at this point, what I'm interested in seeing is price break out of these two levels. That's it. I want to see price make a clean break from this level, come back for a retest, and then I will either buy or sell. So let's see what price does. Yeah, it came back down to this level, but these are rejection candles. These are indication that the market is going to reverse. We have a doji, pin bars, and then we have this green candle. So if you want to look at it this way, this is a double bottom, so you could anticipate price shooting all the way up. Let's go to the 1 hour and see what's going on. So went up from here. See guys, I'm not messing with this. This is sloppy. This is indecision. It's going up, down, up, down. Like I really don't want to have anything to do with the market that is moving this way, right? I like trending markets. I like when price is telling me exactly what it's doing, even though it is saying that it's going down, it's kind of like confused. So I'm just gonna wait for a market to make up its mind, see what it wants to do. Boom, made a clear break from this level. This is exactly what I'm waiting to see. So once it makes this clear break, I'm going to adjust my levels. So this is a zone. Let's go down to the 1 hour. Okay. Now, where would price go next? Let's go back up to the 4 hour. Sorry, guys. So we're going to look to the left to see what price previously did in the past. And it looks like price went all the way down here. So we're going to move these levels all the way down here. It looked like it took like a dive. This was like a news dip. And this long pin bar pushed price all the way up, right? Wicks matter, okay? So keeping that in mind. So we know that price is probably going to stop around this level and probably reverse, but we still want to let price tell us what it's going to do. Can we go in for a buy? No, because it's continuously going down. So if we go to the 1 hour, okay, so it broke out of this level pretty much. A little. I like more of a clean break, so we're gonna see. Okay, so this would have been a really good area because we have a double top right in our zone of resistance, right? So price broke to this level, came back up here, played as resistance. It was previously support. Support we buy, resistance we sell, broke through, came resistance, came back down, came back up. So this is like a double top right here. And then it shot back down. So I probably would have gotten into this trade. Right, so once I see this is an engulfing, this guys is an engulfing candle. It's a bearish engulfing candle. So this is where the bears engulfs, like pretty much eats up the bulls. So that is an engulfing pattern. And so we can anticipate the market going down. So I probably would have gotten in like at this red candle, like probably at this red candle somewhere. And I would have taken this down. Now, if you get in at the 1 hour chart, we have a doji right here. We have a doji. A doji is a candlestick that indicates a reversal. So it went up, and then we have a doji. So this is indicating that the market is going to go downward. So I probably would have gotten in, honestly, at this red candle because I know where we are in the market, and I would have hopped in right there if I would have gotten in on the 1 hour. And I would have taken it down to the previous level. I would have tried to get at least 20 pips. I always try to get 20. So I would have taken it down here. So I kind of would have probably been a little nervous, but I don't like to try for anything less than 20 pips. But obviously it did come down and we would have won that trade. So that's pretty much how I do my support and resistance, guys. You always want to start off on the day chart, mark up everything, your levels, and then you want to take it down to the 4 hour chart, look for possible setups. Like once a level is broken on like the 4 hour or the day chart, then that's when I move down to the 1 hour or 30-minute to look for an entry. So at this point, like I said, guys, I'm waiting for market to pretty much break out of this level, come back down here, retest, and drop again. Or price could very well go up out of this level, come back for a retest, and then go back up. So I'm gonna wait for this to happen. If you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know. Love and light, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.